there, Virgo, and welcome to your week of May 24th, 2021 tarot reading. About to hit you up with a general vibe card here, then we're going to do a 4-card spread, past, present, future, and we're going to do an outcome card as well, and then we'll do clarifiers for all of those. But remember, Virgo, these are general readings, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to make something fit that doesn't, and don't try to take like some obscure thread and make it work into a narrative that you want to see it go, right? If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not, right? So we will see what we got for you, Virgo. So Virgo, your general vibe card is the message in a bottle. So, you got to put out a message out there. You got to get the word out, even if it's just like throwing a bottle of the message out there and just letting the tides take it, right? You just got to get the word out there. Whether that be like you got to put some interest out there, like if you're you'd be like, oh, I'm kind of interested in a job opportunity. Like, I'm very interested in this, or this. And then maybe a friend of yours or a family member will kind of spread it around. Be like, hey, Virgo's looking for this, that, or whatever. And all of a sudden that thing will come to you, right? And it doesn't matter if it's like love or work or business or what have you, right? Like, just get the word out, right? Don't be afraid to throw a message out there. It may seem a little wild, like it may be like, that'll never work, but you'd be surprised, right? You'd be surprised. Have you ever heard of something called 6 degrees of separation? It's the idea that, I don't know how much truth there is to it, but the idea that like 5 or 6 people that will know anyone else in the world. Like, right, so like a person who knows a person who knows a person, and it goes on like that until you get to 6 people that knows like Brad Pitt or something, or knows the Pope or something like that. I think it's a little far-fetched, but you'd be surprised how effective that is sometimes. Where it's like, I know, like this happened to a friend of a friend of a friend of a cousin who does this. And it's like, wow, that's crazy, right? Like, that's wacky. So it could be something as simple as that. It could be like, you say something to a friend, like you're like, oh man, I'm really looking to date. And your friend says something to like their girlfriend, and their girlfriend says something to like a friend of theirs who's single, and all of a sudden you got a date on your hands, right? And that could be your person you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life. So you never know, right? You never know. So and there's no harm in throwing it out there in the air and letting the universe or whatever take it away. So anyway, in your past, Virgo, we got the High Priestess. So this is about trusting your intuition, right? Like I say, like just trust your intuition. Just be like, throw it out there. Be like, you know what? I'm really looking for this, or I'd love to get into that, or whatever, right? Just throw it out there. Trust your intuition, right? Just, you'll probably know the person that like, you'd be like, you know what? I should mention this to my friend so-and-so, or my coworker such and such, or whoever, right? Just get it out there. Or even like put on a message board on like, some sort of social media where you like people could talk and stuff. Just get it out there. Maybe the initials B and J mean something to you, as they are on this card, so that might mean something to you. Maybe you have a friend with those initials or something. But again, just trust your gut. Like, this is in your past, and it's like maybe you've been feeling like that. You should be trusting your gut more, or what have you. But like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with trusting your gut and your intuition. So in your present, we got the moon. We got like double our major arcana to start this off. But the moon is Pisces card. So maybe you're dealing with a Pisces at this time, or you have Pisces in your chart possibly. But this is a card about sort of introspection. Like, you see there's these 2 dogs on either side of this road, and it's to represent like kind of like society and like your instincts, nature, kind of like pulling you one way or the other. Where like one dog is sort of like the tamed, like this dog here is sort of like the tamed, domesticated dog, and that's sort of like society and expectations and rules and like what we all know and like what's expected of us. Whereas the other side is sort of the wild feral dog, and it's kind of like, what do you want as like sort of like the animal side of you, like your instincts and such, like whatever that is, like what you really want. And they kind of each want you to kind of go this way or that way. But the best way to go is up the path, up the center, which is your own path, and follow your own path and follow what's best for you. So it's maybe you're thinking like right now, like, what do I really want? Or what's this thing that I want to like put out there? Like your message in the bottle. What is it? And it's like, maybe right now you're kind of introspection on that. Like, what is it that I really want? Is it I really want a partner? Is it I really want a promotion? Is it I'm really looking for, some side hustle, or I'm looking for some advice on something? Like, whatever it is, it's like you kind of developing that at this time. So I like that. In your future, we got the Queen of Swords, which is a card of just the truth. The Queen of Swords wants the truth. She's got her hand out here to receive the truth, and she knows the truth. And if you lie to her, she will cut you with that sword, right? So it seems like you know what the truth is. You know what you really want, right? You know what's really best for you, what that message is you want to put out. And it's like, just accept it and put it out there, right? Don't sit here and don't sit here and be like, what do I want? No, I really want this. Because if you're saying like, I want this thing that you really don't want and you really don't think is good for you, you're just kind of want it because you want it or because somebody else you know has it and you're kind of jealous, then you're going to get cut. You're going to get hurt because of that, right? So just be honest with yourself. And with the Queen of Swords, swords are about thoughts and communications. And we got a message in the bottle, so we keep on keeping on. And for an outcome card, we got the Knight of Pentacles. So maybe you're putting the word out there and it's gonna be slow goings. You may not get immediate, it might not be like you put out the word on Monday and then on Saturday it's like, I've got a date, yay. Maybe it's gonna take some couple weeks, maybe it's gonna take a month or two or whatever. It's slow going with the Knight of Pentacles, but it's coming for sure, right? The Knight of Pentacles takes action and moves forward like all the other knights, but they go slow and steady and sure. Kind of like the tortoise and the hare, right? Slow and steady wins the race. They know they're getting to where they want to go. They've got a plan for going where they want to go, but they're taking it one step at a time, whereas the other knights are just rushing out and trying to find it wherever they can find it. So I like that. It's like you put the word out there, it's going to come back and around. So I like that a lot. That's really awesome. So we'll get you some clarifiers here in a second, Virgo. But before we do, if you could leave a like, I really appreciate that. Helps out the channel a ton. You can check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos after this one. Get a full scope of what might be coming for you in the week ahead. And you can also subscribe, and that way you stay in the loop of when I upload new videos. And you can hit that bell icon as well. That way you can stay, you can stay in the loop. You can stay in the loop anyway, but if you hit the bell icon, there's a new thing where you can personalize it. And if you personalize it, you only get notified when I upload videos that you've watched, videos like the ones you've watched. So if you're watching just these if you're just watching these Virgo videos, it'll only notify you when I upload the Virgo videos. But if you're checking out all of your, your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos, it'll notify you when I upload those ones as well. So that's a really awesome way to stay where you want to be instead of getting notified for all 12 signs all the time. You'll just get the 3 that you want. And you can also share this video, Virgo, with your friends, your family, and whoever else. Maybe you'll share with someone, and that's how you'll get the word out about the thing you really want. Maybe that's the case. Who knows, Virgo? Who knows? But let's get to your clarifiers. Clarifying the High Priestess. We got the Five of Wands, which is a card of sort of rivalries. It can be where it's a bunch of people, like you see these guys are kind of squabbling over a piece of meat here. But it can also be a card of training and building yourself up, right? Just kind of practicing with people and trying to improve yourself. So maybe right now you know that you need self-improvement before you go after the thing you really want, right? So I like that. Clarifying the moon. This has come up twice now. This came up for Taurus, just the last reading I did. This is the death card. So this is Scorpio. So you got a second water sign all up in your business here. But this is a card of change, right? Maybe your introspection, you haven't really known what you really wanted. And a lot of people are like that. So don't feel like, you're weird for that. But a lot of people don't really know what they really want. They kind of feel like, I want this because, people have this and it'd be weird if I didn't have it, right? Maybe you're a type of person that doesn't even want a partner. You don't want a relationship, right? And that's not weird. It's just maybe you felt like you always wanted one. You always went after one because, your friends have, significant others, or everyone in your family does. And, it just seems like the thing to do. But every time you kind of go after one, you kind of feel lackluster about it. It could be something like that. So that's what we got there. Clarifying the Queen of Swords, we got the Nine of Swords, which is a card of feeling like you have all these fears and worries and stuff, but you actually have nothing to worry about. It's really things are going good, but you just kind of feel like things are going bad. You can see here this guy's trying to get away from this nurse because he's afraid. He's been traumatized by all the zombie attacks throughout this tarot deck. And he's just worried. He's like, when is it going to happen? These people are going to hurt me. The zombies are coming at any point. But he doesn't have to worry because this person is trying to take care of him to get him better. And so with that and the Queen of Swords, it's like, you know things are going good, but you're kind of, like I say, it's kind of self-harm. Like I said, if you're not accepting the truth, the Queen of Swords cuts you. And that's kind of how you are. You're not accepting the truth, and you're only hurting yourself more by not accepting the truth, right? So like I say, maybe if it's like a relationship, maybe that's what's hurting you so much. It's like you go out and you try to date someone, and then you kind of realize, oh, I don't like this person, and yada, yada, yada. And it's because you don't actually ever want to be in a relationship. It's just kind of, you just like spending time with people. So that could be that, just as an example. But clarifying the Knight of Pentacles, we got the Three of Cups, which is a card of a celebration. So I feel like you're gonna get like a celebration coming along here, right? It's slow goings with that Knight of Pentacles, but the celebration is coming. Maybe it's gonna take you a while to realize what you're really after and what that message is you gotta put out into the world. Like, again, maybe it's like you don't want a relationship, you want more of a career. That's where you get your satisfaction from. It's like developing your career, your own career. And so maybe that's the message you got to put out, and it's going to lead to happiness and celebration. This card has two people married on it. So if you're looking for love, that's a good sign too. But again, if you're not looking for that, if you're looking for like a boost in your career or a boost in your work or whatever it may be, it's like this is a good sign because it's going to lead to celebration. So I like that a lot, Virgo. That's a really good way to go. So that's all I have for you this week, Virgo. I hope that helps you out. Remember, you can leave a like down below. You can subscribe, hit that bell icon, and personalize it if you feel so inclined. You can check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos after this one, get a full scope of what might be coming for you in the week ahead. And you can, of course, share this video if you feel like it. And I hope to see you, Virgo, in the next video.